apparently things are supposed to work, but doesn't. That's the tale of my love life there. Hey,
Oh.
Hold on. I need to grab my violin.
Well, you can't
audience would
see
not
it,
know
but
what we're talking about
I'm
as well.
playing the tiniest violin right now.
Oh.
Luís, you forgot to put the topics in the chat, so I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be talking. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. I looked that up last night because I didn't know the first topic.
I literally looked it up 3 minutes ago.
Nice.
I looked it up 1 second ago.
I remembered everything, but I
Good
almost
for
had to
you.
look it up.
I think we should start with the second one.
Me too.
I don't know why.
I like this idea
Sure, yeah.
because I think that Luís has a lot to teach us.
Do I?
Oh.
Yeah?
Why? Because
We'll
because
find
he's a foreigner.
out.
No, because okay.
Oh, yeah,
who
wow.
else? Okay, I guess Tyler knows Korean. What do you know, Quirky?
Japanese and French.
Nice.
Nani?
I am the only one who is single lingual. I don't speak any of those.
Single lingual?
That sounds dirty.
I don't know.
That's an euphemism for sex. All right.
Yeah.
This is the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luís, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
Tyler, I forgot that I was here.
Nice.
And I'm DrSparks, because apparently Quirky wants to go last.
Konnichiwa, watashi wa Quirky-kun.
Oh god.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Sama. Speak highly of
Sensei.
yourself, man.
Sushi!
Oh, that's like sensei.
And,
Wow.
yes.
Yes,
This
and
is
I'm
where
Quirky.
Luís was going to hate me because he hates it when me and Leo start getting like really weeby. And now Quirky's here and he's been learning Japanese. So, Quirky,
Yeah, you see,
you will agree.
Hold up.
You will agree that Luís is a tsundere, right?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I think he'd be more like a yandere.
I have no idea what these words mean.
Same,
That's the annoying
word.
part.
Like, eventually it would just kill us all.
See,
Luís,
the
we
thing
could start our
is,
own channel of like not knowing what these things are.
yeah, it's like, you see, the thing that annoyed me a lot because of that is that the other day I was playing GTA with Tyler and Leo. Those two just kept on saying stuff that I have no idea what they mean or even sometimes how to write those things. And they kept going like, oh yeah, Luís is such a tsundere. Thank you, I guess? Or, I don't know. Your face is a tsundere. There we go. Fuck you, get wrecked.
You looked it up, and I was kind of like, yeah, that's exactly what it means. It matches you perfectly.
Yeah. You just haven't revealed your true feelings towards anime.
I'm gonna fight you both.
Me or Quirky?
Both,
said
I just
both.
said.
But no.
Yeah, I would say that describes. Yeah.
God damn it. Anyway.
I looked it up, but that's okay. I'm not gonna like. I actually know how to spell it. That's surprising.
Bom, eu também aprendi como é que soletra essa, mas ainda assim. There we go.
Yeah, I think you're like the king of like.
Wow,
talking.
how dare you kiss your
About
mother
that.
with that mouth?
I was gonna go make a comeback with a Yo Mama joke, but never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
We shouldn't just react it in
Nah, she's right by my side. I don't want to offend her. I mean... Oh, I went there.
I could just imagine Quirky just giving the very old-sounding Japanese what. Just like enter the room and just go, Nani? You know, it's like,
Nani?
Nandeo.
So, as the audience probably guessed, one of the topics for this week is learning new languages. And I guess I'm learning what tsundere means. I don't even know if that's plural or singular. Good.
Grammar.
Yeah, grammar. English grammar is weird.
And then you try
good.
Finnish grammar.
Yeah, but what about Japanese grammar? Seriously, I don't know if it's tsundere counts for just singular or plural.
It's singular. It's
Okay.
an adjective.
Oh.
You're an adjective.
Whoa. Wait, do you know
So-
Finnish too, Quirky?
Pardon?
Do you know
I just
Finnish
know,
as well?
I just know from internet that Finnish grammar is really, really hard.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
I know how to finish.
No.
Look.
Oh, no, I don't want to.
Stop recording.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad he
What a
went
pun.
there.
I know, right?
That's only
I
a
was like, I
pun that
don't
could
want
be
to see him
appreciated here.
finishing.
I-
But this is actually funnier.
So for the audio listeners, Luís put in the chat a full stop.
Just a period. Just one little dot
It's
at the end of the
finished.
sentence.
As soon as he said, I know all about finishing, I was like, oh,
yeah, no, I bet we all
Yeah.
went there. You even probably set it up.
To
Get
be
your
honest, I
minds
thought
out
he
of
was
the
just going
gutter.
to turn off the recording.
Oh,
Wow.
What?
Clean
You talking
version
about
of
a
my
space
thoughts.
of time that doesn't get released? Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
reason for that.
Yeah. It's probably just me just swearing non-stop for 6 seconds. That's why.
Are you talking about what a microphone could be in your own spare time? Let's not go there,
yeah.
shall we?
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
not.
not go there.
Yeah.
That's
so
just a special gem.
now, Quirky, you mentioned you know how to speak French and Japanese. Have you
Well,
learned those? Yes.
Sorry, I've learnt Japanese and I'm currently learning French at the moment. Like I literally started 2 days before you put out the topic. So
Oh.
I'm like, ooh.
So
I
Quirky
only
right
know-
now is at the stage of buongiorno. You know, like
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
Australian accent as well.
Buongiorno. Oh,
Baguette.
oui, oui.
Un baguette.
Wait, you guys do
La
realize that
pomme.
buongiorno is Italian, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
buongiorno is
bonjour.
Okay.
Bonjour.
But no, yeah, I'm at the stage where I know the words for on, an apple, red, woman, girl, boy. So I'm like,
The basics.
Yeah.
just the basics, but
So, how many times have you watched the Foux Fafa video by Flight of the Conchords?
none. Even though I'm a
it's
huge fan of
great.
Fly the Conchords, that I've not seen that song.
It's pretty hilarious. Well, I think it might be by Flight of the Conchords or another. It's probably that. I'm gonna look it up. Just so I'm
You
not
just need to
wrong.
learn how to say cheese omelette and you're set, Quirky.
Omelette de fromage.
Au fromage.
That's awful.
Actually,
Yeah.
the pronunciation of that is wrong, Louise. I actually said it wrong in Dex's. I will just say that.
Let's get a French listener to answer this.
Oh man,
They've
gonna get
been
our shit
waiting.
pushed in.
They've been waiting
Afra
135
Pomar,
podcasts for this.
Pomar. At you.
Found it.
Right, I'll
Oh.
save that one and put on the link shutter.
It's actually Foux Fafa. It's there's a DU in the middle, which is weird.
To be honest, the only songs I still listen to Fly of the Conchords is Albie the Racist Dragon and Hip Hippopotamus versus Rhinoceros.
I don't think
I'm
I've
the
ever heard the
hippopotamus.
Racist Dragon one.
Albie the Racist Dragon? Oh, it's seriously the best.
Wait, I just realised.
Yes.
What?
We're talking about languages and stuff.
Yes.
Louise,
Yes. Yes.
you don't talk nearly enough about your second language of English. We want to learn more about this
Wait.
mystic language you've learned.
Yeah.
What language?
How did you-
What
English.
How did you learn English?
Yeah. What is your experience with English?
How about
Mister,
Spanglish?
I've been on a lot of podcasts
Hold
that
on.
solely have English in it.
So yeah, here's the thing. I started learning English. I think. Oh God, when was that? I think I was still in like middle school. Yeah, definitely. And I finished studying English. I think by the time I was in the second year of high school, or something. Like I finished the course I was doing. But I mean, what do you guys want to know about it? I'm not sure what to talk about that.
How do you
Well-
learn a second language in like that long?
And like speak it so well.
Well, see, here's the thing. Yeah, I can't really remember how long I took the English classes, but I mean, the course I made was like they went with the basic stuff, and then they just started going for the harder stuff. And I really don't know what to say. I just did the course. I did my homework, and I see. I think the thing is, I practiced a lot. Because of games and movies and stuff, like I I tried to watch stuff solely in English and then turn on the English subtitles to try to get more vocabulary. Same thing with games.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, one thing that I think helped me learn English a lot, I mean, a specific game was Oddworld Abe's Exodus and Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Of course it
because
was.
Nice.
I used to play those a lot as a kid, and they have those like screens with messages like how to move, how to do this, how to do that. Sometimes advertisement from like in-game products such as the Modokan Pops or the Soulstorm Brew or whatever, or a machine they use to blind the subjects and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But yeah, that helped a lot with learning English. I don't know. I just, I did stuff that I like doing, but I started doing that in English. And I tried to speak as often as I could with my sister, but she didn't really like speaking English with me too much. But yeah, that's
Darn.
the thing. Now for Spanish, I also did a course. I think the Spanish course is shorter than the English course, maybe because of the similarities with Portuguese, but yeah, I did that one as well. So that's like the two other languages besides Portuguese I can speak. It's Spanish and English. And now I'm starting to take German classes. Like
That's
on the
good.
very beginning. So I barely know how to say words.
That is.
I guess.
That is
Hang
good.
on.
Yeah.
You just posted something quirky, and I'm going to try to pronounce it. Netterwissenschaften?
The meme that I posted. And
With
so
science.
I just posted a meme where it has like different languages pronouncing like science, and then it has science bitch meme with the German way of pronouncing science.
Netterwissenschaften. Yeah.
Netterwissenschaften. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that. I'm not at that level yet.
The Krakenwagen.
Yeah, much like Quirky, I learned... I started learning German like a few days before I decided to post. That is actually what got me to post that. To share with you guys the news. Yeah, the thing
You're
is...
learning German.
Yeah, the thing is, English and Spanish, I took courses for that. And
sorry, I just remembered a joke that I think either you told me, Tyler. I can't remember.
It's very
sure. Tell the joke. I wasn't telling a story or anything. God damn it!
No, Luís, continue. Sorry. By the way.
We'll tell the joke at the end.
Or not, because I can't remember it.
Anyway, the thing about German is that
so this man he goes to.
Oi!
Fuck yourself. Say your fucking joke. Come on.
Okay. So German man goes to...
culo.
Oh, how could you say that? That's bad.
Sparks know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry.
Go on, Quirky.
No, I'll shut up now. Didn't want to do this podcast anyway.
That is what Doc, Jim, and myself think asshat is in Spanish.
Yes. Sombrero culo. Yes.
But yeah, so the thing about German is that I'm learning with two friends now. I didn't really sign up for a course. But, I mean, we'll see how that goes. See, that was all I needed to say, Quirky. Now you can tell your joke.
Yeah, fine.
I don't know what it is, though. So I'm kind of concerned.
It's told from the perspective of a German man. So I went to England, and I got mugged. And I asked people for the number of the police, but they were just like 999.
Oh my god! Wow.
Tyler, why'd you do that?
I can't remember if that was me at all. It might have been. I think
it was. But...
It must have been a long time ago.
No, I mean, why did Tyler deny to tell the German guy the police number? Come on, Tyler.
I just feel like it was bad. Should I go into why I learned a little bit of Korean, or should we skip that because I'm boring?
No, come on.
Sure.
We're all friends here.
Right. Fun little tip for the audience: if you want to learn like an Asian language that's fairly quick to pick up the sound of all the symbols, learn Korean. It's got a smaller alphabet than English. So once you learn one particular pattern, you'll realize that like that shape or that pattern is the same sound every time you see it. So there's something that just looks like a square, or sometimes if it's squished down, it's like a rectangle. That is always M, like the M sound. So miane, which is sorry, like an informal way of saying sorry. It's just like you recognize all the shapes and shit. I'm going to teach you three something here. One sec. That, what I just posted, is banana. Now, can you see any similarities with all the fucking syllables?
Yeah. I see a lot of sticks.
Okay. Yeah, I see very small little things. I'm gonna try and copy paste that.
Yeah, it's like each symbol has a square that it fits in, and the line with the little dimple going out to the right is always, or the little line that's got this dimple like right on the edge of all of the symbols. That's basically, and that's always always. And the N sound is the right angle.
On a party like it.
Yeah, you could literally write that song in Korean. That little bit. That was Big Bang, wasn't it? Of course you could write that song in Korean. I thought I recognized that.
Tyler, you actually brought up an interesting point. Why did you learn Korean? And that question is gonna go through all of us, but you, why?
Why did I learn it? Quirky pretty much hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
I was getting into music from like Japan and Korea and stuff, and then I was like, well, if you listen to this stuff enough, you kind of get curious to try and figure it out for yourself what it all means. I found out then and there that Korean, like the whole alphabet, and just to write the language and understand how all the symbols sound, is a lot quicker than Japanese, for me to pick up anyway. And then from that point on, I was just watching like shows that were Korean and K-pop. You know what is really distracting though? When the chat box is going beep every 2 fucking seconds.
Well, do you have your thing off?
It will be shortly.
Chat pad. Yeah, there you go.
Hey Tyler, guess what?
What?
I turned the notification off. Don't worry.
Oh, that's good, because if I'm hearing the same beeping in the recording,
I can do it for the audience.
You. No.
Big. That's funny. Oh, no.
Big.
But yeah, like
big.
If anyone's like, oh, I want to be like a weeaboo and just learn an Asian language or some shit like that, Korean is
Japanese.
so fun to learn. I would love to learn Japanese, but I keep on looking at the symbols and I'm like, that is fucking hard.
See, you don't have to like anime or anything to learn the language.
No.
I mean, you can be interested in the history.
Yeah.
I will say, like, that's one of the reasons why I didn't learn a European language, for example. It was kind of like
English.
Hey ho, ha, ha.
Wait, no.
I was definitely interested in learning more about the culture of a country that's was something that would be a culture shock. You know, if I go to France or Italy, Germany, Spain, I kind of know what to expect before I've gone there. With Japan and Korea and that, I really had to learn, like, their culture, different etiquette, and stuff like that. Like, silly things like, over here, if you were given a meal and you ate all of it and left no scraps whatsoever, that's a sign of respect, you know, that you enjoyed the meal. Whereas it's the complete opposite in Korea, where it's like they then believe that you kind of weren't happy with what they gave you because you ate every little scrap. You know, it's kind of polite to leave a little bit there on the plate.
Wow.
Silly things like that. Yeah, like the culture's so different. And, you know, it's funny learning that, like, what offends people in different languages, different countries.
Which is
like
interesting
here
because
is everything.
Yeah.
like in 2016, it's everything. It's not a matter of country anymore.
If you point at things with, like, your index finger, for instance, in Korea, that's a no-no. So, like, almost habitually, I don't point with my index finger anymore.
So if someone asks you, like, oh, where's the bathroom? So don't use your index finger, just use your middle finger. It's not offensive. You just point it out.
Well,
actually, it's not in some cultures.
Yeah. I forgot how to say bathroom. There's so many things I've forgotten how to say because I was learning the language while I was in uni. And that last year of uni destroyed me. Like, I had to just...
Baka-chan.
Back off. I just had to focus on music, and yeah. I should probably sit down and study again, just learn what I could of Korean. I've got the basics down. Cranberry
let's go
is
to
pronounced cranberry.
Let's go to North Korea then. We'll see how we go.
Go.
I mean, what?
Great idea.
Learn how to say "great leader" in Korean, and you guys will be set.
Yeah.
No, just as long as I can understand what D.Va's saying in Overwatch, I'm happy. So I'm good so far.
D.Va Happy.
Oh my gosh.
You
That
know
video
about...
is fucking amazing.
Wait, Luís.
Yes.
Did you just quote something from Hatsune Miku?
There is a video with that Gremlin Diva meme called DivaHappy.mp4.
Son of a bitch. I was like, wait a minute, what have I done to you?
I just fucking love the animation on that video. It's really funny.
The original song.
Jesus Christ.
Miku song.
Great,
I
now
thought
I
I got
fucking
you into
hate it, Tyler. Thanks
I
for
really
ruining
thought I
it.
got you into vocalize. I heard you sing the thing, and I was like, "That's no way coming out of Luís's mouth."
Don't worry.
Well, while we're on the topics of parodies and all that, I literally just saw the best parody ever. So I know you're gonna hate me for this, Luís, but Tyler,
Hey, fuck you.
you know the anime Killer la Kill.
Oh
Kill la
god,
Kill.
here we go.
Okay, no,
Yes.
wait for it. It has a funny bit for it. Okay, somebody has made a Snoop Dogg version of that. Literally
That's
starring
fantastic.
Snoop Dogg as all the characters and
Look.
him doing a theme song for it is fucking awesome.
I am not
they even-
surprised because
I gotta find a
literally
link for
this
this
week,
shit.
Put your link
this
where your
week
mouth
I have
is,
been
Quirky.
making. Wait. This week I've been literally making for the night shift a playlist of really inappropriate mashups, like really silly.
Of course,
you
it's
know?
inappropriate.
Half of them are like anime and like video game related mashups. There are like Kill
You
the
have been
Kill mixed
researching
with Kanye
Rule 34
West.
again,
It's so
haven't you?
good. What?
There's a lot of Rule 34 Overwatch.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I
They're
saw
not
one
happy
thing
about
with
it.
Diva, and then she had a mic, and then like
No,
she was
no.
gonna.
Okay, so, Quirky, why did you learn Japanese and starting French now?
I'm sorry. So as a shock for some who may listen to this podcast, I'm a huge fan of anime.
No.
Huge shock.
No!
What?
Holy
is-
shit!
Wow.
I don't
huh?
even know who you are anymore.
It's all just changed now. But yeah, shit. What was I going on to about?
Why you were doing Japanese?
Yeah, that's why. So pretty much, I just learnt like little phrases off anime. And I'm like, you know what? I should probably learn this as a language as a whole. And so I just started, and now I can pretty much like watch anime without subs. But I still prefer subs because there's like different dialects and all that. But yeah, it's just like pretty much my love for anime that came on for the Japanese and French. I'm like, you know what? I want to learn French. I don't know why. I just want to learn French, just so I can surrender in peace.
Oh,
Come on, dick move.
Ouch.
But you see, I understand the feeling of, doing it just for the hell of it. That sort of fuses into my reason for studying those languages. My parents actually were the ones who put me in the English course. It was like an extra course besides the one we had at school, because the one we had at school was fucking awful. Like, seriously, that's not bragging, but by the time I started having that at school, my English level, which wasn't like, I wasn't nearly done with the course, but it was like me and this other girl, we were already like way ahead than the teacher herself.
oh
But
my
it's
God.
like, yeah, but it's like, again, not bragging, but for example, the word teacher, it's teacher, but she would say
Sensei?
t-shirt.
Oh, so the
you don't know
accent.
if she's saying,
okay.
yeah, you don't know if she's saying t-shirt or teacher,
That's what makes me laugh with the word scissors over here. People that have come over here to work and that they keep on saying Caesar, and for me, I'm
Hail
hearing
Caesar.
the words like Caesar, like Julius Caesar. It's like
Caesar salad.
Give me a pair of Caesar. It's like sisters. Then I realized how difficult that must be, coming from a different language, to say that word.
And then you have lesbians who like.
Wow.
Wait.
You guys heard it
Yeah.
here. The British support Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas. NCR all the way.
Yeah.
What?
And
That was a very good
some
joke,
some
Luís.
people
You get a clap.
will get the joke. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. I haven't played that yet. I've got it on my pile of stuff to play, but I haven't played it yet.
Do it, Sparks.
I know. I just started Mass Effect, and
You know I'm serious when I use your surname.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
See?
Yeah, I should switch from Mass Effect to New Vegas then.
Yes.
No.
I've never played Mass Effect, so yes.
No. Switch from Mass Effect to Dragon Age, then go to Fallout.
That's also on my pile of stuff to play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so my parents got me into the English course, but I was actually really thrilled because, again, at the time I used to play a lot of video games and stuff, so I really wanted to know what those things meant. Music too. And so I started Spanish because one of my teachers during high school, he said that we were gonna have that for the university tests, and it wasn't going to be like for one of the very big ones, called ENEM. It wasn't gonna be English or Spanish. It was gonna be both. And I was like, well, shit, I don't know jack shit about Spanish, so I'm gonna have to enroll it in a course. And I did. And by the time I was nearly done with it, I found out that no, it was going to be either English or Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Motherfucker. But, I mean, it was interesting. It was a great experience. I feel like maybe my English is stronger than my Spanish, but then again, I've been speaking English longer than I have been speaking Spanish.
You've got a podcast, case in point.
Yeah, for example.
Exactly.
But yeah, I try to keep both. Don't know how to say that, but to keep both in working order. You know, if I need to use one of those languages, I like to have them up to date. Let's say that. Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning German because I figure might as well do it. I've been meaning to learn either French or German or Italian for a while now, but I decided to study. Sorry, what?
Sorry. I was like, that's unfortunate in Italian. Sorry.
Hey.
But I decided to try my hand at learning guitar, which was, it was fun and all. It was an interesting experience, but nothing quite compares to like the enjoyment I got from learning languages. So now that my friends offer to teach me German for free in exchange for me teaching them English, it's a fair deal. I'm excited.
I'm so glad you ended that sentence like that. Nothing compares to, like, as soon as you started saying that, I was like, I can think of 50 ways this can rudely end.
Always
My
assuming
God,
the
I'm
best.
so glad.
Well, to the intense orgasm I feel when I learn a new language. Come on,
There
Tyler.
it is.
No, it was just like, just never mind. I'm dirty-minded when it comes to these podcasts. Sparks, aren't you interested in learning any random languages?
Yeah. What?
Okay. So here's my
Duck is
experience.
a very
with
good
language.
word for that.
What?
Yeah, for knowing one language was
Single lingual?
single lingual. Yes.
I don't know. There's probably a word for it. I just can't think of it right now.
Unilingual.
What? Yes, thank you.
Monolingual?
Unilingual. Monolingual, unilingual, whatever.
But single
Just
lingual
one.
is fucking great. I want to name like my nephew after that.
No, don't.
Not my own kids. I mean, I want to do that to them.
Okay, so my experience with languages, it's very brief and like I do it in like snippets. Like one time, I went to Italy, but we had like a stopover in Germany, and my friend had this little like translator device that you could like enter words in and translate different things. So I'm like, I want to learn a phrase in German, and I picked a random song, and so I picked like I am the champion of the world, and so I know I am the champion of the world in German. Yeah. Basically, it's just happened like that. Like, I friended a dude on Xbox 360 Xbox Live, he was from Mexico. He didn't speak a lick of English. I didn't speak any Spanish or very little Spanish. So I'm like, shoot, I'm just gonna friend him and like learn Spanish from this guy by like translating his responses to English and then translating my responses to Spanish. So it was kind of like teaching myself. I learned juego very well. That was basically all.
That's a very dangerous game, mi amigo. I mean,
yeah, it was fun though for a while until he got really annoying. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to play with you.
Arriba.
I actually have a story.
I can imagine Google Translate being wrong sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Andale.
Yeah. But I think he was probably like really young and he just wanted somebody to like play games with, and I was like, no, I'm good.
El Matador.
Sure.
Chingasa.
I also tried
Luchador.
Teaching myself Chinese just because I felt like it. Because I met this French lady on a plane, and she was talking about how a lot of Americans don't know multiple languages. I'm like, yeah, I'm one of them. So I decided to download Rosetta Stone to my phone, but I don't want to pay the $200 it costs. It's like a lot. And so I was like, I'm just going to do the demo on all of these different languages. So I did Chinese, French, I think Korean, a lot of like some other things. It was pretty interesting.
You just tell her, go,
oh yeah, I know.
Hopefully. Like wide eyes.
I mean, like all you learn in those things are like woman, man, like little girl, little boy, children, like dishes, like very random, like the basics, you know. Yeah, exactly.
But I forgot to mention that I also learned Chinese back in primary school or elementary school for you Americans. But yeah, the only words I can remember from that is hello, thank you, and fat.
Of course.
Oh.
So hello is ni hao, thank you is xie xie, and fat is peng.
Nice.
So you can offend a few Chinese people. You know, that's cool.
Of course.
Ni hao.
I know most of my Chinese from Firefly, so.
Oh yeah,
if it's actual real Chinese. I think we asked like somebody who knew Chinese what dongma was, and she's like, what? So it may not be like real Chinese.
Well, to be fair, the Chinese language is split into two sort of dialects. You have Cantonese and Mandarin.
I think she knows Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin spoken more mainly like in main China, and Cantonese spoken like Hong Kong, Taiwan, all that.
See, the thing about learning new languages is that sometimes you come across a word, you don't really know the meaning, and you get really shocked when you find out. And I'm so surprised that this happens like so long after I finished the formal courses for both English and Spanish. And the other day there was a very awkward situation because you guys have played Red Dead Redemption?
Yes.
A little.
Okay, so you do know there's a moment you go to Mexico, right?
Yes. And then you get drunk and get some blow there.
Yeah, sure. So the thing is, the dialogue, the Spanish dialogue in the game is pretty funny, and especially the way the characters say stuff, like the locals and also John Marston and the Americans in the game, because it's a mix of English and Spanish. But the locals, they say stuff like with a very peculiar like flow, and there is one, I think it's a shopkeep from the game. And he kept saying like, essa noche voy a comer panuchitas dulces, or something like that. And I also found that really funny. And I even mentioned that with my sister at the time when I was playing the game. And she saw it, we thought it was hilarious the way the guy said that, but we didn't really know what the word panuchita means. Fast forward to a few days after we're joking like back and forth with that specific line of dialogue, I was like, you know what? I should probably research what the fuck that means before, I keep saying that out loud. Should have done that earlier, because panuchita means something along the lines of pussy. So the guy was pretty much saying he was going to eat sweet pussy.
Oh boy. Dolce, yeah,
Holy
it's sweet.
shit.
I mean, it's slightly acidic, but you know. I mean, what?
What was that word again? I need it for research.
Yes, research.
Conchita?
Panochita. It's Panochita.
How about pendejo?
Pendejo.
Yeah, well, but pendejo I already
Gringo.
knew.
Culo!
Culo.
Goal! I mean, what?
It goes on
I
for
think
21 minutes, Quirky.
Jim and I did that in at RTX every once in a while.
What, just
Culo!
go. Goal!
I can imagine. I think Jim told me about that. And I was just like, yeah, that definitely sounds like something you two would do.
Yep.
I think.
But hey, you know you guys should learn? Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese. Which is,
I
you know, the
remember
best
the number
Portuguese out
8.
there. Which is...
Portuguese. Oink.
Wait.
Oito.
Close
enough.
That was close enough, yeah.
Hey.
That's the only thing I remember.
I learned all the Portuguese that I need to learn. Thank you, Michelle Della.
Oh, God. But you know what is, like, I think Portuguese must be pretty fucking hard for people to learn because there's a bunch of different grammatical rules and all that. It's really, sometimes, even for locals. But the thing is, the language we speak, both in pronunciation and if we were to write it as we say it, it's very different from the written language. Like sometimes we don't say a letter or stuff. Let's see. Shit, now I cannot think of any word.
Good job.
For example, cat.
Oh.
Cat in Portuguese would be gato. Gato.
Well, yeah. Spanish.
The thing is,
Nine.
we say gato, which is Gatu. The pronunciation, the popular pronunciation is gato. You don't hear people, or at least you rarely hear people saying gato.
Huh.
Like, eu comprei gato ontem. We don't say that. We say, eu comprei gato ontem.
I can see kind of like how grammar in different languages can be an issue as well, because in Korean, one of the things I had to get adjusted to was, let's say if I wanted an apple that's on the shelf, you know, I want that apple. It's often the first thing you say is the thing you're referring to in the sentence, if that makes sense. So
Yes.
it would be like, apple
Le
I
pomme.
want. You know, it's so weird to get used to that way of thinking, saying the subject first. Because the way I speak in English, it's often sometimes the last thing I say. So it's a weird change. Yeah, got to get used to it.
So yeah, languages, they are fun.
Yay! Everyone should learn 7 languages before they die. Yay.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's like one of my life goals is to learn as many languages as I can before I pack it.
Learn Korean and Japanese with us.
Oh boy, that's probably gonna take me until I pack it.
Well, at least you can like have people to practice with, you know.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
Tyler and Quirky are gonna want to talk about anime all the time, and that's
good
just not
point.
my jam.
Learning Korean. There's not many animes that are fully Korean, you know that, right? It's just
Yeah,
K-pop I
still.
would talk to you all the time about.
I mean, I did name a lizard that lives near my garden Genghis Khan, so I could probably talk to the lizard.
So it's not really the same, but hey.
Shut up, Tyler! Don't make fun of Genghis Khan. He's a great lizard.
Yeah,
He eats
otherwise
bugs.
TJ will get up here. That's his
Yeah,
lapping
or
leader.
yeah, that's no. We don't want TJ to go Genghis Khan on our asses.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
No. Oh, no,
Don't
no.
give him a suit.
Right, and so
Also-
should we go for yes?
So, just before we go on, happy birthday, TJ, for the other day. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it was TJ's birthday the other day, and
Yeah.
we said
Cool,
happy
happy
birthday on the previous podcast too. TJ, happy
was his
birthday.
birthday.
People keep sending TJ happy birthday and
say
happy
that.
birthday
Ooh, I
messages.
like this
Years
idea.
ago.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it.
Keep
Send
doing
him
it.
happy birthday stuff. He'll love it. Trust me.
People will find this like a complete few months after.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
Yeah,
oh, it's
they
TJ's
just-
birthday.
What really matters is
I
that you
love
remember
it.
his birthday, no matter if you're listening to this podcast 5 years after it was released. Do it. Yes. So, next topic is the YouTube ad thingy changes, whatever. I don't even know how to call that. But apparently
YouTube ad controversy.
Ad-friendly censorship, whatever. Or the other ad controversy, I don't know. I looked it up and there was two.
So, from what I gathered, because I haven't been able to do proper research on that.
Wait, guys, we should just tread carefully, otherwise we're not going to be monetizing our videos.
Oh yeah, we can't say
anyway.
cuss words like fuck, shit, dick tit,
Right. Can I just say,
do you want
Luís,
to do the honors? C-word?
No, actually, cunts are right, so we're all right there.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, YouTube.
What?
How rude.
I just love how Luís is going to start opening this topic with, I haven't done proper research. But
No. I haven't.
This is one thing I've researched.
Wait, I haven't done like proper research. I didn't go full on research.
He just went the TLDR.
Like I didn't use my wall for connecting wires and shit. With pictures of YouTube and YouTubers. Like, oh, this is a conspiracy.
Whoa. He stared at a PewDiePie thumbnail, didn't even click it. He was just like, I know this is bad.
PewDiePie's Illuminati confirmed.
He saw the Philip DeFranco anger video. He was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, but, I mean, okay.
You guys are mean.
I
just know why YouTube is doing that.
Okay, to quickly sum up.
This is bad.
YouTube, even though it actually has been found out that this has been their policy for years. The only reason why it's been coming up now of monitoring, like what you said, but pretty much part of the YouTube ad revenue policy or whatever they call it is that you can't have any controversial topics, including politics or racial stuff like that. Pretty much, if you have that in content in your video, you cannot monetize your video. Whoa. So pretty much all like the drama, like YouTube drama video guys are pretty much angry about this. But like I said, YouTubers actually said this has been part of their policy for years, and it has been. They just had a better way of monitoring it now.
The difference is between then and now. Like people were freaking out about this thing as if it's new. They've been doing it for years. It's just that they're telling people about it now.
Yeah.
And what I like is that you can actually appeal against it, whereas in the past, it looked at your metadata. It looked at titles. It looked at what your tags are. And it just saw something like one of the keywords that it stopped doing like monetization for was the word suicide, for instance. But the flaw in the system was, like, say if there was charities to support, people that are, helping
like
people
suicide
that are
help
dealing
videos,
with that.
Basically.
Yeah.
To stop them.
They would not get monetization because it's in their tags. That's where the system kind of goes wrong. And of course, it's hitting the people with the YouTube drama quite a bit. But what I feel is good about this is, all those people that put up tags in their videos like gone sexual and this, that, and the other, and they got super inappropriate thumbnails. They don't really get monetized for those videos, as far as I'm aware, according to this. So that's a good thing. I like that. But what I don't like is how vague, when they put out the policy, how vague it was. Like, stuff like, I think one of them was controversial topics shouldn't be discussed. And it was like, well, where do you draw the line on controversy? And what is considered a controversial topic that you shouldn't talk about?
Yeah.
And, like people like Watch Mojo, for instance, who make a top 10 on tragic events because they happened in history, even though they're not really doing anything controversial, they're just saying what happened, they won't get monetized for that. And it's like, that's a bit overboard in a way. So it's still a flawed system. Things have to change. But with what has happened, because they made it open to everyone, because everyone knows it's happening now, they're freaking out, but you can actually appeal against it. It doesn't really strike. It's not like a copyright strike. You don't get completely destroyed, but people are just pissed because they've only just figured out now that their video that's been up for 5 years, that's got like 30 million views, made no money. So that's why some people are pissed.
It has always been around, and they have never gotten money for that?
Yeah, it's like when it kicks into gear, because it all came in like the same day, some massive YouTubers were like, hang on, 12 of my videos just lost all their monetization.
Oh wait, so they
No,
got
as far
money
as
before, but now they
as far
won't.
as I'm aware, they never got money for it.
Oh,
Wait, whoa,
wow.
that doesn't make any sense. Like basically, the YouTube gave them the ad money and took it back.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm interpreting it as is they never actually got money for those videos back then, but they weren't told about it, or they had less income because there was less ads that were interested in advertising with people that had words that they didn't want to use. You know, some of these people wouldn't even notice. Like, say if they're PewDiePie, you know, one video to them missing out on monetization, I can't imagine that would hurt their wallets too much. But for some people that had one super popular video that may have lost all its monetization, they're going to get pissed after finding out for 4 or 5 years that it was never monetized, or it was claiming to be monetized and it got like a fraction of what it should have in comparison to the least popular videos.
Oh.
Again, this is all fresh material, so I could be wrong. If the audience wants to yell at me after next week, feel free, because this is all freshly developing nonsense. And we don't monetize our stuff anyway, so we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, out of everything I've heard, it felt much more like I think of YouTube becoming kind of like Tumblr and being oversensitive about stuff, and now they're gonna demonetize stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sense in what you're saying. So yeah,
I'm kind of on the fence about it still.
I should probably do my research properly.
I'm definitely on the fence, because it's like, I agree that people shouldn't be profiteering off of really shoddy marketing tactics, like, you know, what I said earlier about saying gone sexual and pranks and really disgusting stuff that people put in like the metadata just to get attention, you know, and views and blah blah blah. Yeah, I do believe these people, you know, they sometimes do push it too far, and I don't think they should get rewarded for that. So yay, knocking them back is good. But how far do you want to go down into the censoring line? Like, that's the bit I'm kind of uncomfortable with. Like, how much is too much according to YouTube? And they've tried to say what is too much, and it's still left a lot of people confused. Like, it's really difficult for a Let's Play channel, for instance, any Let's Play channel, not to be offensive. You know, and I'm talking about really innocent looking ones as well, because they could say something that may offend somebody out there. Is that crossing the line? You know, I don't know.
You know what they should come down with the hammer? Fucking clickbait.
Oh my god, yeah. That is awful.
But how do you monitor every single image and say, okay, that's a pair of boobs? You know?
No, and not just that, but like all the stuff like, oh my gosh, like, watch this like thing, and like they leave off the end of the sentence, and then you have to go through like a whole slideshow of bullshit that it's just like, no, I'm good.
I keep on getting that on the recommended homepage, and I'm just like,
oh god, yes.
Yeah, you won't believe what happens next. I was like, I won't, because I won't click on it.
Yeah, like, I don't have to care. Man, if everybody adopted that policy, then clickbait wouldn't make any money, and then clickbait would disappear. But unfortunately, those titles work.
Well, there are stupid people in the world. But
I do remember a little while ago, I had a moral compass kind of decision to make with the Shifty keys not long ago when I changed the thumbnail. And Luís, I think it was TJ as well, were like, oh, you got to make the most clickbaitiest thumbnail ever, blah, blah, blah. It's the one where I've got Meg Turney as our thumbnail.
Oh, it was for a specific video, Tyler. It wasn't for everything.
Oh, okay.
No, it was for that one, and I remember it wasn't because it was Meg Turney. It was like
it's because the subject of the video itself was clickbait. It was one of the main topics.
Yeah,
and so we started joking around. The video description is clickbaity. The title and the thumbnail were supposed to be super clickbaity as well. You know,
can we just for this podcast just have like a clickbaity title?
No. Because
it's like, well, you won't believe what this guy says on this podcast. You won't believe what happens next.
If I was going to do it, Quirky, I would have done it back then. And I remember sitting there at my computer, and I was just like, I just can't do it. I morally refuse to do it because, like, we have Meg Turney in the actual. Well, we have a discussion about Meg Turney in the podcast, and I was like, well, it would be so easy to have a clickbaity thumbnail with Meg Turney. One Google image search of her
But it
name.
didn't have to be with Meg.
Yeah.
By the way, hi Meg.
No, what I mean is to make it clickbaity, that's all you would need to do. But I was like, no, I respect not only the topic too much, but this podcast too much. Because if I was to go down that route and we got 1,000 views, I would never forgive myself, because that means you guys would be tempted to do it again, and I would just be like, nope. You guys can make the thumbnails from now on.
Well, if it works, sure, we'll be tempted.
Way to put the foot down, Tyler.
See,
it
Tyler,
was weird.
Because you were thinking with your mind on the sexual stuff, but you don't have to necessarily use that sort of thing for a clickbaity thumbnail. You could have just put goat, and that's it. People like goats.
Really?
Yes.
Is that like people like grapes?
Yes, but goats.
Especially.
Do it.
Fuck you. But yeah, I mean, well, then Tyler wrote a Tumblr about it.
And everything.
And then I bitched about him and called him an arrogant
Just
bigot.
throw you under the bus, Tyler. I don't mean anything by that.
Quirky yelled at me. He called me a white knight and some scum.
Hey,
I didn't even recognize what the word
called me a
was.
stupid social justice warrior.
Whoa.
Yeah, we started throwing pronouns at each other.
What?
Throwing prunes?
And then we met each other in real life, then we fell in love. I mean, what?
And we decided to continue our life in Korea, Japan.
Where you could
Korea
both be
and
kawaii at
In
the same
Japan.
time.
We
Or
could be
Korea.
Agu in Kauai.
God.
Nani?
Oh,
Agu.
Shaking my head right now.
By the way, that's cute in Korean, I'm sorry.
No.
right.
The more you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right, so, should we do some
Wow.
questions?
Yes.
Anya.
Hi.
I'm just going to assume that Tyler said yes.
I
So,
said no.
C.
fuck you, Tyler. Sing, yes.
C.
Yeah,
Well,
but
am
I
I
just
supposed to be
said
singing?
yes in Portuguese.
Oh, sing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Nah.
questions.
Oh.
Right, so this question
Painful
was
every
sent by.
time.
I think we're just gonna have Sunny questions today.
Probably.
Hey.
What a
So-
surprise.
So can we call this title Always Sunny?
Hey.
That's
Always
great.
Sunny on the Shifty Key podcast. God damn it. All right. So, this one was sent by Sunny8P, and the question is, how do you drown out the noise? Or, to put it in a more imaginative way, there is a large bush. In it are a small dog and a large squirrel. You can see the bush shaking from all the moving around they're doing. Bow chicka bow wow. You want to save the squirrel. How do you know where the squirrel is and where the dog is? I don't know how this relates
Look
to the question.
in the bush.
But yeah, the question is, how do you drown out the noise?
Oh, okay, I gotcha. How do you
I-
ignore the situation?
I mean,
Basically.
what?
I don't know. How do you drown out the noise of the dog and the squirrel in the bush?
Look, I'm just saying a chainsaw can fix many problems.
But you want to keep the bush.
Nah.
You see,
Yeah.
if you want to drown out the noise, I'm going to assume that noise is something that is living. And no, actually, no, I'm not going to suggest.
No.
No.
Luís,
I'm
I'm just saying the chainsaw
I was going to say he
sounds
should
pretty
take the
good.
noise out for a date. And then they could, get to know each other and, but no.
Go on. I want to see
Because
where
the
this is
noise
going.
is not a
Yeah.
living. I don't even know where I'm going with that anymore.
I'm
I
shipping
don't
this.
either.
I
Keep
don't
going.
even know where you're going with that anymore.
What are you shipping, Tyler? Sunny X noise?
No,
So
I'm
that's
shipping
shit.
Luís X noise.
So noise?
Yeah, Louise X noise.
Noisy? Noise 88p. I
Lois.
don't know what you're saying, Tyler. What?
I ship Lois. I don't know about you guys.
What? Is that Luis and Noise?
Yeah.
I mean, how old is Noise? Shot?
As old as
over
you want
18?
it to be.
Oh wait, no,
Anyway.
Quirky with the I thought you were the one that knew the like underage everything for all the countries.
In Japan, it's 13.
Okay. 13.
Where
There
what
it
the
is.
fuck?
In the UK, it's 16.
In Australia, at least in the state of Queensland, it is 16 for consensual normal sex, 18 for anal.
So
I'm
in
not
that
kidding.
little gap
There is
in
an actual
between-
law against
There's
having
an
anal
actual
sex
difference
before
for
18.
those, like, by law.
How do they enforce that?
Yes.
Like, how did
I
they
guess
know?
somebody
See,
don't
here's
know.
my
I
theory.
don't want to
Here's
know.
my theory. You go to a police station, you say, hey, I'm going to have sex with my girlfriend or something, for example. And then you have to file up a form. Then a cop shows up to your house or to your girlfriend's house. And it's like, okay, I'm here to enforce the sex and to make sure it's not anal. And
Enforce
so you
the
have
sex.
someone watching while you're doing it.
Jesus.
I realize we've
Australia
gotten
works.
completely off tangent from the question.
Oh, by
How
the
would
way,
you drown
just in
out the
case people
noise?
are interested, in Brazil, I think you need to be 18 for like all the things: drinking, driving, sex,
That makes it really
voting.
easy.
Yeah,
Because it's like waiting for
Just
3
like me
years
after a few
after.
drinks.
Ugh.
No,
Not that it really mattered to me anyway. But
Yeah, it was the kind of culture shock that TJ started to legally be able to drink.
oh my gosh!
When I have been away from alcohol longer than he's been drinking it legally.
Yeah.
It's like
I was
you can
drinking it
legally
like
drink now.
3 years. Yeah.
We can actually ask the legitimate question: what would we do with a drunken TJ?
I think that was a question.
Get
Yeah,
into
that was a
it
question
on
a while
the
ago.
mock UN.
What should we do with a drunken TJ? What should we do with a drunken TJ?
I would actually get him to drunkenly admit that mock UN is actually LARPing in real life, but
I would want to find out which one which one of the podcasts he likes the most. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And find out if he ever actually pays attention to them. I need TJ to be drunk. We need to find out how he is.
RTX 2017.
Yes.
Because he'll probably try flirting with me if I turn up as Blake.
Oh boy.
I think it's gonna be backwards. You know.
I'm gonna have so much fun if I can organize that. That is gonna be so funny.
Are you going?
God.
I want to so bad.
So do I.
And if I can do it, I've said, "Hey, Luís, I'm going as Blake, and there's nothing you can do to stop me."
I'd be like,
why would I want to stop you? Fucking do whatever you want.
Because I will be RTX is everywhere. Everyone getting together and blah blah blah. I would be standing like 5 feet away from Luís the whole time, just completely, like, not even being shy about it, just owning
even
the
in
Blake
the bathrooms
costume.
at the urinals. Just
Tyler, see, you're going to dress up as Blake, so whatever, it's your life. Why would that bother me?
I'm going to make you feel really awkward about it.
So
why?
right?
Just because you're my friend? That wouldn't make me feel awkward.
We'll see about that.
Oh, Christ, Tyler.
Challenge
don't be...
accepted.
Yeah, now he's going to try to make it super awkward. Like,
well, yeah.
he's going to throw
aim anyway.
Tyler, I think Tyler would go as far as throwing up fur balls at me. Like, he would puke on me and be like, oh, well, I'm dressed up as a faunus, so that's what cat faunus do. Deal with it.
But no.
And that would be fucking disgusting. Don't throw up on people, whether you're a cat, a faunus, or a person.
God.
Jim learned the hard way that, like, how far I'm going to go with this. Well,
yeah, because you're forcing TJ to dress up as Ruby, aren't we? Didn't we have a whole discussion about this?
Yeah, I wanted them to be like, hey, TJ could be Ruby, and Yang and Weiss, that could be either, Luís or Jim, right?
And then I would be Alcoholic Man crashing the panel halfway through.
Yes.
But I do remember saying to Jim that I would confuse boners at RTX. That's how awkward I'm willing to make it.
Oh boy. Can we do your makeup?
He was like, what?
Wait, what did you say you were going to do?
Makeup. Tyler's makeup.
No,
if he really wants to own this, we gotta complete the image.
I was researching something here, the lyrics for Drunken Sailor, but that joke has already passed. So
yeah, that's. You guess
a while ago.
I guess you could say that ship has sailed for now.
Hey, so thank you for listening.
Can we just have a pun meter, just like?
Oh Jesus.
When we get close to this time, I need people like
Quirky. We've
puntivation.
Invited you here to call an intervention.
Right. So,
it sounds like
to answer your question, Sonny,
What was the question?
how do you drown out the noise?
Chainsaw.
And something about a dog and a squirrel in a bush.
I can get a shotgun. There we go.
Chicka chicka chainsaw.
I would drive as far as I could from there and not look back, and then I wouldn't have to deal with the situation. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just
You would leave
natural.
your
I would let the
house?
dog eat the squirrel because that's just kind of how it is.
Or
And then the noise of the
It's
dead.
a circle
holy shit,
of life.
this is
What?
brilliant. We should holy shit, because of the idea I just had.
Oh,
You
okay.
get 2 Pokeballs, you throw Pokeballs at them, capture those 2, and then you become the greatest Pokemon trainer there ever was.
For
Yes.
a dog and a squirrel.
Yes. Don't question my logic. It works.
I'm questioning it.
Pachirisu against oh shoot, what's that electric dog Pokemon?
Oh, I don't remember the name of it.
Pikachu?
No, that's the rat
it
Pokemon.
just
The mouse, electric mouse.
Yeah,
It's in-
Pikachu. That is
No.
literally Pikachu.
I know, but like the electric
Raichu.
dog.
Pichu?
Pikachu, Raichu.
Something strike.
I don't know the new
I
generation.
I
ones.
haven't played Sapphire in a while, so I wouldn't know. I don't remember.
I'm not a Pokemon, so I
okay.
don't know that.
Haven't done a Pokemon.
151
That's
tries.
probably a good thing.
Quirky, why'd you have to take it there?
Because
It's always you who bring up the Pokemon banging.
Actually, it was
so-
you.
that was
Yeah.
Spencer. That
Yeah,
was
for a start.
Spencer. That was not me.
Can't we just make light
I love
of
how
the
we
fact
blame
that
it on you, though.
we're referring to a podcast that happened 2 years ago, guys.
It's because the
Jesus.
audience should listen to
My
all of the
first-
podcasts.
Ever podcast, and we had to bring up that.
we
Within the first
We still
5
do.
minutes.
Just why? Just why?
because it's funny.
I mean, because God of War. Anyway.
Oh, God.
No.
So, next question, shall we?
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's go.
All right, this one is a long one, kids. Grab your buckets of popcorn and your sodas, because it's story time. This one was sent by Side88P, and the question is, this is a story of a man. The man was born into a war that lasted so long. He had only heard of peace, but dreamed of it every night. And one day, he created the most powerful weapon that existed. That weapon was so powerful that it needed a mind of its own. The man was faced with a choice: to use this weapon and destroy his own kind together with the enemies and end this war once and for all, but in doing so, also killing countless innocent lives. The man and his weapon debated on what to do. This man said he would gladly give his life to end this war. The weapon heard this and decided it was time to do what it was built to do, as the man wanted. But for this action, the weapon gave the man one punishment: not the death he so desired, but to live forever with the repercussions of his action. The man lived for so long trying to help and heal so many after that day, but never forgetting the many lives he sacrificed. One day, far into his long life, technology became so advanced that time travel came to exist. He pondered traveling back to that day and changing his actions, but never did. He saw the life he now had, the children he had fathered, the lives he had saved, and didn't want to give that up. Question: would you go back and change the past, let the war continue, let your children never be born, or would you keep living knowing that many lives were ended by your actions?
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, that was stealing the plot from the Doctor Who 50th anniversary episode. I would
Is
just
it?
like to say
I
that.
don't watch Doctor Who.
Yeah, I know you don't, but that's why I'm just saying. Like,
I don't
Thank
remember
you.
that one.
so it's when he does,
Yeah.
and he has to live with the repercussions of counting how many children were on Gallifrey that day.
Yeah,
They killed both the Time Lords
They
and
had-
the Daleks.
They had the 50th anniversary, and then they had something else. The movie that they did with the two.
They had no movie. It was the same episode where they had David Tennant and Matt Smith and John Hurt all together.
I love how I'm British and I'm just like, guys, what is
Sparks
this?
just went full Gavin now. What?
Yeah, it's been a while
Nani?
since I watched that, so
What are you
What
on
should I
about?
say?
the 50th
Andorra.
episode. I should watch that again.
Yeah, you should. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
But yeah, so what'd you guys do?
Baka.
Well,
I-
Luís, I could tell you exactly what I did. While you were reading that question, I was typing that. You're welcome. Anyway,
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I love how it ends. Alright. So, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing and acting out Sugoi as I'm playing some b-ball with Harambe.
Oh my god.
I didn't know what rhymes with Sugoi.
Obviously, it's Harambe. I mean...
Clearly. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah, was not that creative.
What? Do you want me to repeat, like, to summarize the question, Tyler?
Summary would be lovely.
Okay, so here's the thing. Guy was born into a big-ass war that never ended and only dreamed of peace. He created a super kick-ass powerful weapon, but the thing is, if he used the weapon, a lot of people would die. But then, peace. If he didn't use the weapon, the war would keep going on, but people would still kind of be alive, except for the people who would die in the war. But you get the point. So then the machine also had like an AI or whatever, and decided to be used. So a lot of people died, and the guy who created the weapon started helping the people who survived. Then, after he was really fucking old, time travel was possible. And he was like, well, do I go back and not use the gun? Or do I just keep going because like I had a bunch of kids and helped a bunch of people? And so he decided not to go back in time. The question is, would you go back in time and undo what you did and lose everything you achieved so far, but at the same time sparing a bunch of lives? Or would you just keep going on and fuck it?
Well, here's the thing, because I wouldn't be able to answer it unless the situation had happened to me, because I would believe it depends on how much guilt you are struck by. Because regardless of what I say now, if I was actually in that situation, would I be able to control myself back then? Like, if I had that opportunity? I got the feeling I wouldn't be able to say either answer. Blur.
I actually kind of think this is an easy question to answer. Because, like, to never die, immortality is a curse, not a blessing. Not, like, I don't, like, everybody's like, would you want to live forever or, like, be able to fly? It's like, duh, be able to fly. Like, who wants to live forever? Who wants to be the only one on Earth living forever, going through all of, like, losing everybody you have come close with? Yeah, you fathered a bunch of children, I'm sorry. But if you had the ability to go back in time, reverse your immortality, and save a bunch of lives, win-win. Like, honestly.
Wait, Sparks, I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather have random explosive diarrhea once a week for the rest of your life, or immortality?
Ooh.
Immortality, hands down.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm only going to say random explosive diarrhea because I don't want to live forever. So I'm going to say that. I'm not going to give any other reasons, but I already have to do something right.
I've got the feeling that just having random explosive diarrhea is incredibly bad to deal with.
Well, yeah.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Just.
But yeah, Quirky, your answer? I'm sorry.
I would probably.
It would be like, I'm going to make everything Taijou Boo by proceeding to do nothing.
Yeah, I'm just going to do nothing. Fuck it. See, I wouldn't go back.
Well, okay, if he had the power to go back in time, he could go back in time and stop the war.
Exactly.
Like,
he did.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. See, because here's the thing.
That's a good answer.
If you stay alive, you're going to have to live with the guilt and all that.
Was it clarified that he stopped the war with the weapon detonating?
According to Sunny, yes, that's what happened.
See, the war stopped. Nobody else had to die.
Yeah, but a lot of people, including possibly innocents, died as well.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you kept on living, and it'll be like, sure, you have to live with the guilt, and that sucks. But if you don't stop the war, people are going to get killed either way. And you could have done something to stop that.
And they could build the ultimate weapon. And
the win-win situation is if you go back in time and try to revert the events that led to the war. Like, try to stop them. If you fail, well, it was going to happen anyway. Fuck it.
And
but
it turns out you're the cause of the war. Because, the events of causality.
Oh my
god.
Where's the inception button when you need it?
See, now this is
why...
You know
who could have stopped the war? Harambe. Anyway, next question.
Dicks out.
I don't know why. I mean, I did my research on that meme. I can't understand. It's completely random, but I don't know why. It's fucking sad. but
It is.
I can't help but find it to laugh at it, because why would you put your dick out because of Harambe?
Luís,
what's the sense in that?
Luís, it's like you're understanding the internet suddenly. It's fucking sad, but I find it funny.
Welcome to the world.
90%.
Welcome, I will be your guide.
Yeah, welcome to every meme.
We need a Giphy for the internet, right?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I guess Tyler, you weren't here for that. I had the little green flag that said I was a newbie, so Giphy gave me the whole spiel, and I was like, okay, I've been here before. I don't know why that flag is there, but cool. Thanks for the intro. Thanks.
It was really nice of Giphy. I just think that she didn't remember you were on the podcast before.
That's okay. It's been a while.
Shout out to Giphy. Hey, Giphy.
Yeah.
I would love to come back with a green flag and just be like, Giphy, I was here before you.
No,
you sound an awful lot like a British guy, but fuck off, Tyler.
You should change your name, come back, and have them explain the little green flag, and you're like, "Hi guys."
You just sit there in silence.
Yeah, as soon as they go, oh, okay, you're set to go. Change your name to TDBTyler, and they're like, "You son of a bitch! I've wasted 20 minutes of my time."
It's John TDBTyler.
John Cena.
All right, so I guess that does it for this week.
This
Doc,
educational.
Quirky, do you guys want to fight to the death for the honor of asking the?
Okay,
hang up
every time I get it when I'm with another guest, we always have to fight for the death for the question. I mean,
can't
because entertainment.
Can't we just have a tea party?
Have you ever heard of gladiators?
Ooh.
Green tea.
Yeah, let's have some green tea.
Okay, I think
geishas.
I have a really random question.
Go.
So if you were at a childhood tea party, what stuffed animal would be on your right?
Ooh.
Okay.
I would have to say. I would.
Why was I expecting that?
I think Luís is starting to understand memes.
What? What have we created? No!
Oh God. Tyler plushie. I would probably have to go with a plush. Honestly, don't know. I didn't really have any stuffed animals when I was a kid.
I think Quirky's would be like a stuffed koala, but then it's an actual koala.
That's racist. that is racist, sir. That's it. That's it. We can't monetize this video anymore. Screw this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I actually have a stuffed Yoda that my sister got me from a craft fair, and I actually was like, yeah, I know, I had a stuffed Yoda, like a little yarn-made Yoda and a little yarn-made Ewok, and I decided to cuddle with it one night.
Yeah, no, I just remembered I had a stuffed Ewok.
Yeah,
like a plush Ewok.
Cute. Yeah, I
know. Anyway.
Why can I imagine Sparks doing the Yoda voice every time she gets anywhere near it?
Yeah. It's been by my bedside for a while.
Kill him. You must not.
Okay, that's the worst impressions I've ever heard. Let's move on.
Good job.
Your face is the worst impression I ever heard of.
Oh,
that was not Dojobu.
The worst.
That was offensive. We can't monetize this anymore.
Come say.
Say sorry. Oh wait.
Tanakun Daisuke.
Suck massively, you do. All right, so everyone, thank you so much for listening. Quirky, Doc, thank you so much for being with us today.
No, I just said I loved you.
That's what's concerning.
No, because I offended you, so I'm trying to patch things back up.
Such a Tsundere.
Baka.
It's not like a. Nah, I'm not going to do that.
I like you or anything, Baka.
Oh God, here we go again.
This is descending into anime.
Yeah, so everyone, thank you so much for listening. Doc, Quirky, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Hey,
I mean, I was forced to. You promised me cookies. There were no cookies.
Listen, you either come down here and record with us, or you're never going to see your cookie jar again, Quirky. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. Links will be in the link share down there. And until next week, still Quirky's cookies, I guess. Bye.
And he gets a...
Don't still like
Tams.
cookies?
Yeah.
Learn new
bye.
languages.
Woo.
And mind
We
your
all have the
language,
Tim
you
Tams.
cunts.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Fading out on that, by the way.
Tim Tams and cunts.
Tim Tams.
Name of the episode.
No.
Panochitas, dulces, and cunts.
What made me laugh was Quirky when he mentioned that there's a mashup of Kill la Kill and Thingy. I'm going to be releasing just a playlist of
Really?
just really stupid mashups on the Night Shift channel soon.
Stay tuned for that, audience.
Like,
Of
I'm
just
gonna
random
put
videos?
up- like something stupid that I'm going to do with the Night Shift is just
Also,
put up playlists that people could add to. And one of them is going to be like a mashup one, which is the one that Quirky was just quickly reminding me of in this podcast. And I was like, oh my God, he called it. He knew this was going to happen. I just know it. He sensed it.
Remember a really weird
Wow.
dream that I just had. Like, I had maybe 2 or 3 days ago. But I had a dream that I was learning how to edit video. Like,
wow.
I know, right? I think it might have been a dream. I'm not sure, but like basically, I was learning how to edit video and like do all the really cool like, kind of mashup, like mixing music and the video. And I was like, this is a really odd dream, but it was very soothing.
Huh.
I know.
The opposite of what it's actually like.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
Also-
why it made sense in a dream.
Oh, hey, just 1 second. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.